Hey everyone, welcome to today's mobility routine. So this is the mobility for June. It is not June when I'm filming this because it's really hot here in the summer, so I'm trying to film them all ahead of time. But we're gonna be doing a stick mobility routine today. So if you have a broomstick, a PVC pipe, or an actual stick mobility stick, go ahead and grab that right now. I'm gonna show you that you want something about the same height as you, thereabout. So it doesn't matter if it's a broomstick, most of them tend to be about your height anyways, or a PVC stick. The thicker the diameter, the better, because you're gonna actually be pulling on it and you don't want it to break. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna be using the stick mobility stick, which I highly recommend people getting. I do have a discount code for these, so if you're interested in that, just send me a message, I'll shoot you that discount code. But these are really good. They're very, very durable, not gonna break at all, so I love them. So what we're gonna start by doing is some windmills. So what I want you to do is put your stick behind your back, all right? And now what you're gonna do is spread your legs wide, and then you're going to go to one side and then reach up and breathe and come back. And we're just gonna stick with that same side right now. So go ahead and go down, up in the air, and breathe. So you're rotating with your whole torso and your shoulder and your neck. You might be feeling a really nice stretch in the hip, the opposite one of the direction that you're going. So I feel that in my groin right now. It feels really nice, actually. I only have one dog here with me today because you know what happens when I have my crazy puppies here. Insane. So I have Phoenix, so she might pop on the screen. Okay, let's do the other side. So we're gonna rotate down, lift up, rotate down, lift up. Keep that hip open, try to keep those legs straight. Just do your best. Rotate, look up. We'll do a few more on this side. One more. Okay, now we're gonna do a little bit of hip mobility. So go ahead and walk it back in. What I want you to do is put your stick right in the middle of your body. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to trace your knee up that stick, and then we're gonna do internal rotation. So that foot goes away from the stick, keeping the knee on the stick. So lift up, about 90 degrees, and then you're going to keep the knee there, move the foot out, drop it back down. So the stick should help you balance, but if you need something else, you can grab onto a counter or whatever. Keep going. This is really working on hip internal rotation. So the goal is to get about 45 degrees. So I have about 45 degrees. A lot of people do not have 45 degrees passively, and they definitely don't have that actively. So this is something to work on, and we'll do a couple other things to work on it too. Okay, let's switch sides. So still on the same leg, but you're going to move the stick a little bit to the side, and now you're going to go up, and now that foot is going to go out again, but now we're on the inside, so now we're working external rotation. Up, in, and people want between 45 and 60 degrees here. So I have, I don't know, maybe 50 degrees. I could probably use a bit more external rotation, as could everybody. I think more capsular space is always better. Going. Whew, it starts to burn. Hip flexor is working. 2 more. Last one. And then let's switch sides. So back to the direct middle of you, and we're gonna do your other leg now. So lift it up, 90 degrees, bring that foot out, down. You might notice some side-to-side differences, which is very normal. People's hip anatomy is different, so yours might look very different than mine, which is okay. Just keep working on it. Try to relax. The more tense you are, the less mobility that you can actually achieve. So just breathe through it. Try to really focus on the exhale. We'll do one more, and then we're gonna switch to external rotation. Okay, so move your stick a little bit to the outside. Go up, foot's gonna go in. Doing good. I'm not really counting, I'm just kind of feeling it out. So if you want to be really particular, you could do 10 of each rep or each exercise. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Okay, now we're gonna do some shoulders. So I want you to widen your grip, kind of as wide as you can, but don't hit your head. So you gotta miss your head. Keep your elbows straight. And the goal is to, with keeping your elbows straight, go all the way back to your hips, all the way back to the front. Start from the side, looks like this. If that's too easy, walk your hands in and see if you can do it a little bit closer. If it's too hard, it's okay if you have to bend your elbows a little bit right now to make that mobility work happen. So this is really working that shoulder range of motion. If you can believe it, I used to be able to do this a lot closer. I had some teammates in college that could literally put their hands together and do it, which is crazy. Logan, you want to join?
No.
My husband's here, but he doesn't want to join. All right, we'll do a few more. Trying to keep those elbows as straight as you can. One more. This is also really good to do with like a band. A lot of people do this to warm up their shoulders before they lift. All right, now we're gonna do some rotations. So one side stays by your hip, the other side is gonna circle around, then you're gonna switch. So this arm now by the hip, this one circles around. And we're just gonna go that same direction of the circle right now. Here, keeping those elbows as straight as you can. There, this, there. I also have like a loose grip here so I can have this stick kind of move around easier. If you're too firm, then it's kind of weird. It doesn't move as well. A couple more. One more. And then we're gonna switch directions. Ready, reverse. Like that. So really loosening up those shoulders, working on all the different ranges of motion in shoulder flexion, shoulder abduction, and working a little bit of rotation at the same time. Couple more. Last one. Okay, one more for the shoulder right now. So we're gonna do external rotation, a little focus on that. So I want you to grab your stick, put it behind your elbow, like right at your elbow. Then you're going to wrap your arm around, but don't hold on. So I don't want you to hold onto your stick because then that's not getting as much external rotation as you want to. So open that wrist and just put the stick right on the wrist and then straighten this bottom arm, okay? Keeping the hand open. Now we're gonna rotate the stick forward with the bottom hand, hold it for a few seconds, come back, okay? So we're gonna do like roughly 10 of these as well, and then we'll switch sides. I see a lot of people limited in shoulder external rotation. Oh, and don't worry about this bottom arm. If you have to bend it to get a little bit more crank, go ahead and do that. But yeah, people are very limited in shoulder external rotation, and this tends to cause frozen shoulder, rotator cuff issues, even labral issues. So it's always good to work on that mobility and keeping that shoulder joint loose. Couple more. If this feels impossible to do right now, trust me, it'll get better. Just keep going, keep doing it. All right, other side. Behind the elbow, rotate that arm around, hook it on that wrist, Either straighten or bend the arm, whatever you need to do to crank it. Pull that stick forward with the bottom arm and getting more external rotation. Hold it for a second and then relax. Let's do like 2 more. Okay, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down into a 90-90 position. So front leg is bent to 90 degrees, back leg is bent to 90 degrees. What I want you to do is take your stick and place it under your back foot, like this. So it's gonna be on kind of the front foot, also on the back foot and the knee. But you're gonna have most of the stick in front of you because I want you to be able to grab it and pull it up with this other arm, okay? So you're here, and then you're going to take it, keeping the foot on the ground, pull up as high as you can, open up that hip, drop it down. Open, open, open. This is working on hip abduction and external rotation at the same time. The foot stays down, so you're really just using like the foot as an anchor. Pull up that stick as high as you can, keeping both hips where they started. Pull, pull, pull. Let's do a few more here. Loosening up those hips. Last one. Okay, switch. So, foot on top of it at the very end, knee, and then it also touching this foot. Gotta get in the right position. Hand grab up, pull it as high as you can, keeping this front knee down, keeping that back foot down. Going. Let's do a few more here. If you need to readjust your stick, that's fine. Make sure it stays on that knee, so that's where that point is that you're trying to pull from. Last one. Good. Okay, now we're gonna go into a half kneeling position. We're gonna work on a little bit of spine rotation here, a little bit of hip flexor, a little bit of kind of like lateral chain, so like lat and QL. So you're gonna be here. One leg is gonna be forward. Start with your stick in. You're gonna punch it forward. You're gonna rotate away from the leg that's forward, drop that down, and reach, reach, reach. And then come back. So forward, side, drop. So if you wanna make it a little bit harder, you're gonna grip closer down towards the end of your stick, which is gonna be closer to the ground. If you wanna make it a little bit easier, you can grip a little bit more up so you don't have to rotate as much. So just kind of choose where you want to be. So go forward, rotate, down, woo, and breathe. Forward, rotate, down, exhale. Forward, rotate, down. Forward, rotate, down. Forward, rotate, down. 2 more. Forward, rotate, down. Last one. Forward, rotate, down, reach. Okay, other side. Looks like this. I'm gonna move my hands. Start more in the center, just to kind of gauge how this side feels. Push forward, rotate away from the leg, drop it down, reach. Readjust your hands based on how mobile you are. Rotate. Forward. Keep breathing. We're almost done. We have a couple stretches after this. forward, rotate, down, forward, rotate, down, forward, rotate, down. Last one. Forward, rotate, down, reach. Okay, let's do a little straddle. So this is also called a pancake. This is where it's helpful to have a longer stick. Depends on how long your legs are too, but you can get by with a stick that's your size. Put your feet right on the edge of it. Your hands are gonna be gripping the stick. You're gonna try to keep your pelvis forward. Don't let your back round if you can avoid it. If you need to elevate your hips to be able to keep that straight back, go ahead and do so. And then you're going to use your stick to pull yourself forward with your chest. We're gonna hold for a few seconds, and then we're gonna come out of it, and then we're gonna do it again. So pull that pelvis forward, almost think about arching your lower back, and then pull with your arms. Breathe. You should be getting a little bit lower every rep that we do. Straighten the back, pull it down. Exhale. Straighten from the side. Looks like this. And if you do get the stick mobility sticks, they come in a pack where they have one that's like shorter and one that's taller, so you can do these a lot easier. Pull down. Feels really good. Keep going. Three more. Keep those hips, that pelvis straight, so no rounding. Arch that back. Pull yourself down. Two more. Last one. As low as you can go. Woo! Okay, now let's do a little hamstring stretch. So you're gonna use your stick to go right behind one of your knees. So I'm gonna show you the one closest to you first. And then you're going to lay on your back. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and straighten the leg and then pull with my arms towards my face. So yours might look like this, which is fine. It also might look like this, whatever you can do, okay? So straighten the leg as much as you can, pull it in, we'll hold it a couple seconds, and relax. Bend the leg. So this is also like a nerve floss. So you're gonna straighten, flex the foot towards your face, pull it in, come back, bend. Up, flex, pull, and bend. Up, flex, pull. Woo. I feel that nerve. Let's do three more. Flex, pull, up, flex, pull. Last one, up, flex, pull. Okay, go ahead and switch. So hold that other leg up. You're gonna straighten the leg up, flex the foot towards your face, pull with your arms, and then relax. Straighten, flex, pull, relax. Straighten, flex, pull, relax. You can also move your hands this direction, whatever is easiest for you. Bend, straighten, flex, pull. I'm kind of shaking at this end range because my nerve doesn't like to be stretched that much, so you might feel that as well, which is very, very normal. Let's do three more. Up, flex, pull. Two more. Straighten, flex, pull. Last one. Straighten, flex, pull. Okay, that is it for the stick mobility routine today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have more time, you can always do it again, do more reps, pause it, whatever you want. If you have any questions, make sure you send me a message. Bye.